And Litmanen with it. An incisive pass.
Dentro Trezeguet! Trezeguet!
Litmanen.
Barnby just jogging up on the right, but Litmanen's got eyes for goal! He's found the goal!
If you want to buy cheap Ultimate Team coins, go and check out MMOPO.com and use the discount code EGHD at the checkout to get yourself 8% off your order. Yes guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be looking at some very cheap options for your icon swap. So as you can see, first page here, we have Litmanen and Trezeguet, both players that can play striker. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be looking at these two in game and see how they perform. And as you can see, Litmanen is going for 6 tokens, whereas Trezeguet one more at 7 tokens. So pretty cheap, but the problem is their stats don't look that great in terms of the meta stats for FIFA 20. So if we have a look at Trezeguet, the things that you really want to be looking at here is the 98 finishing, 98 shot power, very high attacking position as well. But what lets him down is his balance and agility and just generally his dribbling stats. Litmanen, on the other hand, is a player with some interesting stats as well. High attacking position, high finishing, but as well, even though he has 88 dribbling stats, his actual dribbling, balance and agility is quite low. So how do they actually turn out in game? Which ones are actually worth completing for your team, for your ultimate team? So the team we're using today to get gameplay is going to be this team here, which is a little bit weird. It is a little bit strange, but it's to try and get every player here on max chemistry, which I will be testing for icon swaps free. But the focus for today is going to be obviously Litmanen and Trezeguet, which can be playing as striker or cam. So let me show you the formations that I've been using first of all. So the main formation that I've been using is the 4-2-3-1 with Trezeguet as striker and Litmanen as the cam, because obviously Trezeguet doesn't have the best passing stats and Litmanen seems to be suited to either a cam or a striker position. He can play both. I also have a 4-2-2 setup with both of them playing as striker, and also a 4-4-2 with both of them set as a striker as well. So that's how I've got the gameplay in today's video. Now before we get into some gameplay, I just want to give you a little bit of like the headspace that I was in going into this and what I was expecting from these players. So I thought Trezeguet I wasn't going to like him at all. I thought his dribbling was going to be really poor. Even though he had good shooting, I thought, you know what, I'm not going to get into any shooting opportunities. Litmanen, on the other hand, I've used his baby card a long time ago, literally last year, I think in November, and I was like, you know what, he could be okay. With that being said, let's get into some gameplay and actually discuss which player I think is better. And I think you might be surprised at which player I think is better. So guys, let's start this off. I've got obviously on the screen there you can see the goal tally of Trezeguet and Litmanen, and you will see obviously the other players in icon swaps touching the ball as well, but the focus won't be on them. The gameplay is simply on Trezeguet and Litmanen, and you can see I'm not just going to give you goals, I'm going to give you passing, I'm going to give you dribbling bits of the game, and you can see here some this is the first game. I'm going to show you all the games that I played in a row as well. It's not going to be just, you know, a mixed up compilation of clips. This is all going to be from the first game until the 9th game. Usually I play 10 games, I think I did, but one of them was a very quick rage quit, so I didn't bother including that. So yeah, 9 games, and here if we pause the gameplay, something that was very good with Trezeguet was his attacking position and his movement. You can see it's possible to Litmanen or loud drop, and he's gone to make a run, he's gone immediately offside, and the first thing he does is he comes back onside, and the person that's marking him is Van Dijk, one of the best centre backs in this game. Just watch his movement now. He comes back, he's waiting to receive the ball, and then as soon as someone else gets the ball, he's making a move into that striker position. So something I was trying to get a grasp of straight away was how players were shooting, how players were moving, and that's why you'll see a lot of the clips in the first, you know, minute or two of this will be me getting used to the player, me testing out the dribbling stats, the passing stats, and seeing what they can and can't do. Here we get a nice little bit of movement there again from Trezeguet, but he doesn't put it away there. Some nice defending, to be fair, to get the block in. But here, getting away here with loud drop. Again, watch the movement of Trezeguet. He's off straight away. He knows exactly where he needs to be as a striker. He stays on side. I'll take it round the keeper, but I probably could have taken another touch, and we hit the post and luckily clean up with overmars. But again, it's something to take away. Some bad dribbling here from Trezeguet. I wanted to include this because not only was it bad dribbling, but the pass as well wasn't very good. And that's something you've got to really get used to with Trezeguet. And I include that clip there of Litmanen missing an open goal essentially, because it didn't have any pressure on and he missed the target completely. But then we go 1-1 now, Trezeguet a goal and Litmanen a goal each. And you can see here I'm getting more fluid with my dribbling, with my passing. Trezeguet doesn't have the best passing stats at all, but something he does really well is as a striker he can play the target man so well, because he can have the back to the defender and you can have like, you know, no pressure on you. I don't feel like I'm about to be tackled, because even though he does, I think, have 88 strength or high 80 strength, it feels like he has 99. He is a real big figure to control on the game. Like Hullet is massive, Vieira is massive, like Trezeguet is massive. So even though there are players, I've used Tomiyasu as a centre back in this game, and he has like 90 odd strength, but he feels weaker than Trezeguet. So that's something to remember as well. I don't know what game we're in at the moment. I think maybe game 4 or 5, but we're starting to take more shots, really testing out the shooting from, finesse shots inside the box, just on the edge of the box, and then closer to the goal. And I'm just, even though I wouldn't, if I was in a weekend league game, a lot of the times I would walk the ball closer to the goal before taking a shot, but I really wanted to test out their shooting there. And something else that we haven't really spoken about is the skill moves and weak foot. So they both have 4-star weak foot, but Trezeguet has 4-star skills. And even though Trezeguet has the worst dribbling stats, which he does, and he does have the worst actual dribbling, having the 4-star skills does mean you could do the the Berber spin, and also the standing scoop and other skill moves, which are only beneficial for the 4-star skill players. So we'll get through here with Litmanen. And I was just constantly disappointed with Litmanen. I think his dribbling, again, because of the 4-star skills, lack of 4-star skills, didn't feel as great. Occasionally, he did pull off something nice there with the 4-star weak foot shot. I think that was just a normal B shot as well, so nice power shot into the back of the net. But I was just constantly disappointed with him. But we were starting to get more fluid there. Lovely pass with Litmanen. That is something that he does have massively over Trezeguet. If you do pick these, or you do pick one of them, if you pick Trezeguet, you can only play him striker. You can't play him left wing, right wing. You can't play him cam. He doesn't have the balance, agility and stuff to go out on the wings. He doesn't have the passing stats to play as a cam. So he is only a striker, whereas Litmanen can play as a striker. He can play as a cam. But out of the two so far, I've got to say that I am preferring Trezeguet. And here, weak foot shot as well. I started to really get used to his shooting, whether it was on his weak foot or his strong foot. I felt that you can really power up his his shot. You can go for 3 bars of power and feel, like comfortable with it being on target and going into the right area. And I think this was actually a hat trick this game, and 7 goals with Trezeguet and 3 with Litmanen. I know that Litmanen is playing cam, but as a cam in 4-2-3-1, I score usually just as many goals. So if I play Messi as a cam, he scores just as many goals as like my striker would do. Here, guys, this is one of the best goals I've scored, not because of the skill, but just because of the animation that happens. Lovely scorpion kick there with Trezeguet. It's so rare to get that, and I had to slow it down for you guys. And this was the last game, literally the last goal, and I was just so happy with this. So guys, in conclusion, with Trezeguet and Litmanen, which one is the better pick? Trezeguet with 7 tokens, Litmanen with 6 tokens. If you said I had to pick one, I would 100% pick Trezeguet. He had the better position, he had the better shooting, 4-star skills as well, meant that his dribbling was better. He was more of a threat. I feel like, when someone was trying to defend against me, if I had the back to the centre back, they didn't know what to do, because they couldn't just push through me. Like, he had the same kind of body as someone like Van Dijk, which is very useful. I think even like if you're someone that finishes in like gold 1 or elite level, then you can still use Trezeguet very effectively. Whereas I feel like Litmanen would be very hard to fit into a top team. I think that you could buy so many players that are like 100,000 coins or even less to play to the same standards as Litmanen, not only as a striker but as a cam as well. Even though he did have good passing, his dribbling just wasn't there. His shooting was pretty good, but his actual shot power was not so good. He had a lack of shot power. He also had a lack of skill moves, which meant that he was very limited. And I feel like I need at least 4-star skills on all of my attackers, from the cams to the left wings, right wings to the strikers. I need to have at least 4-star skills, ideally 5. And even though he actually had the same amount of pace as Trezeguet, and he actually had more agility, more balance, he actually felt slower. I felt so much faster with Trezeguet. I don't know if it's because of his body size, but he definitely felt weaker as well. And I honestly, guys, I went into this thinking Litmanen is going to blast Trezeguet out the water here. There's no way that you can play a striker, in March on FIFA 20 and actually get away with it with like, some really low balance and agility stats. But he did. His dribbling, the feel on the ball was a lot better than you think. I played with an engine on both the cards as well to boost their dribbling as much as possible. So there was was no like, you know, cheating with different chem styles for either of them. They both had the same chem styles, and I just definitely preferred Trezeguet. So guys, let me know what you think about the review. If you are going to pick one of these players, or maybe someone else like Gattuso or someone else on the first page, let me know which ones you're going for. I will be covering some more icon swaps in the future, so if you want to see those videos, make sure you subscribe before you leave, and also remember to please drop me a like. That would be greatly appreciated, as these videos do tend to take a little bit more time than the typical video that I make, but I really enjoy making these videos, and I think that's pretty much it. I can't wait to bring you some more of the other content. Hopefully we could score some more scorpion kicks, but I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.